Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today talk to you about another episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 9, Episode 6, Shaken and Not Stirred. Okay, I just said it and not stirred. All right, so hopefully you got a chance to watch it, whether you watched it live or the replay. Comes out Sunday, replays Monday on streaming. Hopefully y'all had a relaxing, if you had the time off, a nice 3-day weekend. I know mine was nice. I just want them all to be a nice 3-day weekend every week, but that's just me. Got my little hat on today because people's throwing lots and lots of shade over here on this episode of 90 Day Happily Ever After. You know what? Before I say that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, please don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, share the video, tell other people who watch 90 Day Franchise, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, let them know that we do that over here. We can use some more subscribers, because once we get to 5,000, we'll be doing that giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway of Amazon gift cards. Let you know the total once we get there. But, just let other people know to engage, because you know what? To bring the community together. Why not? I appreciate all the A1 Day ones, everyone who's found the channel after and since and ongoing. And hello to everyone in the bushes. I appreciate you too. Just want to get that out there. But again, hopefully everyone got a chance to watch it. And yes, Tamika, wishing for a forever 3-day weekend. Okay. On the episode, we have Tigerlilly and Adnan. I'm also bringing them up by the order that I will be discussing them, okay? Because to me, boring to interesting, in my opinion. Tigerlilly and Adnan, Cara and Guillermo or Gino. Gino and Jasmine really is Jasmine featuring Matt. Darcy and Georgie, Brandon and Julia, and then I put Yara's event featuring Elizabeth, Andrei, with a sprinkle of Loren and Alex, and Jovi's mom. Okay, in that order. All right, so hello, Miss Tamika, how you doing? And hello, Cynthia, how are you today? And like I said, hello to everyone that's on replay and in the bushes. So hello to you too. And that's not shade, just saying hello to everybody, because that's what I do over here, right? So I'm already going to drop the link. So if you want to join, the panel live, you can. If not, go ahead and interact in the chat. That is appreciated too. I appreciate everybody. And let me say this too. It's September, right? Almost fall, all that stuff. September is birthday month over here for you, girl. That would be me. 3 weeks to the day. Mark the day. Tuesday, the 23rd September. It's my birthday. Okay. Y'all, consider buying me buy me a coffee by buying a super chat if you can. If not, that's okay too. I can get my own coffee. All right, y'all. So I already dropped the link in the comment section. So if you want to join live, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I got my hat on for the shade and my glasses to read what I'm gonna say. All right. So let's go ahead and start with Tigerlilly and Adnan. Let's just start with that. So Baby Zane has arrived. And speaking of Baby Zane, I saw on Instagram, I do believe it was Saturday, Baby Zane actually turned 1 year old. So Baby Zane is a year old already, okay? But he was, for the sake of the show, Tigerlilly had him by C-section. She's like, he's got so much hair. Oh my God, so much hair. Now, some babies have more hair than others. I'm just saying, because mine had hair, but just depends on who we talking about baby wise, what they consider having hair. Adnan has his uniform back on, his suit. He's back in the suit in the room. And I'm like, good and well, while he's trying to adjust his watch, You did not have that on in the operating room. Okay. You might as well just have stayed in the scrubs. I mean, Tigerlilly got on her gown. You might as well just keep on the scrubs that they give you. I mean, what's wrong with that? You a dad now, right? So, I see you backstage too. So, they're talking about the baby and how, Tigerlilly's in baby mode. And I was surprised that Adnan was like, I miss my baby. I want to see my baby. So here come the nurse with little baby Zane. And when he comes in, the baby, he starts his prayers. He's praying over his baby. I think and I'm going to give Adnan a sprinkle for that. I thought that was nice. He was praying good thoughts, prayers, well wishes for going forward over his baby. So I give him that. Okay. But Tigerlilly, anyways, you ready backstage? Hey, Heavy Bear, how you doing? Okay, in the chat, how you doing? I had to stop on that because I'm trying to keep it nice because they just had their baby. He's saying, nice little things. I thought it was warming of Adnan. It gave him a little sense of humanity. But
yes,
as soon as they get home, you already know what's up.
We already know.
You already know what's up. Yeah. I mean, how many diapers is he really going to change?
None.
I was like, okay, Adnan.
Yeah,
okay.
I just want that baby to pee in his face. That's all.
That baby had one opportunity and it was right then and there. Otherwise,
right.
That's it. But I was also surprised that they showed the baby, like, literally undressing the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, they didn't show his private parts, but still, I was just surprised that they showed that much of the baby. The way Adnan carries on, that's right. Why I'm saying
that you can't see nothing but a toe. Yes.
That was funny. That's true. All right. Let me know when you're ready backstage. Okay. How you doing, sir?
How y'all doing?
You remembered your hat. Cool. You hey!
She got the church lady hat.
Yes. Oh, let me say this too. Let me say this if you didn't catch the beginning. It's September around here. Your girl's birthday.
Just watching it. You said September 23rd.
That's right. But I want to say happy birthday to Mrs. Cannon. Okay, because I see her countdowns all the time. I'm not putting no countdown. I'm just gonna mention it.
Hey, say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So, but anyways, we were talking about Tigerlilly and Adnan real quick. Did you have anything to add, Devontae? Because we moved on.
Congratulations on the baby that we already knew about.
Right.
I mean, it was a nice little moment, but I kind of fast forward. I was like, I don't care.
No, that was nice.
I did see him pray over the baby. That was nice, but I mean, nice. Other than that, what was they talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen the main part. Yeah.
I give you that.
I was going into, but I heard when I know the baby just turned a year old and they had like a little incident. I don't know if you said that.
Well, I saw the baby turned a year old. I think it was the 30th or the 31st, but
29th.
Okay, but I didn't see anything about an incident, and about what he's not supposed to have a party, right? Or what happened?
No, they were at. And I won't name it, but they were at a water park in Texas, and apparently they was like treated really, really bad. And so then after they got fed up, they end up leaving. And the car, she had like a mom van, like a van, because she homeschools her kids. So she was going to take them around in the United States so they could see the United States and do like van life. But the van caught on fire.
Wow.
I'll send you the story. But everybody got out. Adnan put out the fire. It was like a small fire, but yeah, it was a whole situation.
Well, that's very unfortunate. I mean, I like say there was an incident, but it's 50-50, I guess. But cars can have mechanical error, but at the same time, there's people who do certain things.
I'll send you the story. I won't say nothing else, but I'll send it to you.
Okay. And Tigerlilly is homeschooling? Now that's a story too, but listen, whatever.
And she at home with the kids while the teacher there. That's
Who she homeschool?
Right. She ain't homeschool nobody.
But you know what? You know
Mhm.
what? Low key, or maybe medium key. I mean, I heard she has like a degree in like body language or handwriting language or something to detect if you're lying or something like that. I said, then so she didn't pick up on it.
Mary Ogna.
Right. All right, so I'm done with them. Let's move to Cara and Guillermo. And let me say, I for real, I watched it twice. I don't usually watch an episode twice unless I'm trying to like get something kind of like funny or smart to say with my thumbnail to pick up on what somebody said. But
Mhm.
I had to watch that twice because I'm like, Kara's where? So producers and production, whoever want us to believe that we just saw Kara leave last week's episode. This weren't episode from like 3 weeks ago. This was last week. Kara left for a recording contract in Colombia. So they want us to, so they put us in the twilight zone because they want us to believe that Kara, she was at home packing for a weekend getaway with
Right.
Guillermo.
Right.
I said, oh, she's in Colombia? No, she's back home. I said, we didn't even get to see what happened when she was in Colombia.
Right. What happened with the yeah, must have didn't go well.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you would think they would have played that.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, this is definitely Twilight Zone. So okay, so Guillermo did a weekend getaway for Cara to see, if they get back on the same page, right? Save their marriage. But so this is what I don't get. Their whole scene was like thrown off for me. So Guillermo had to drive to Cara, but then when he gets there, I guess she's ready, not ready, whatever. So I'm like, if it's a surprise, why is she driving her car to the weekend getaway? What's up with that? If we gonna weekend getaway, why am I driving?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. And he had a
Well,
nice car he was driving. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna object to that
Okay. Objection. Wait a minute.
because
Go ahead.
I am not the driver in my relationship.
Oh.
Hey, when we go on a road trip, go
Uh-huh.
ahead and drive. You know why? You ain't gotta hear their mouth. You make all the wrong turns. You make everything. I'm just gonna.
No, but if this is a surprise for your wife,
Exactly.
Oh, okay,
how would she
yeah,
know
okay.
where to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I driving to the surprise? I don't know where I'm going, so I got to read the GPS or listen to you tell me turn right, turn left.
Okay, yeah, that didn't make no sense. Okay,
So
when you put it like that, yeah.
thank you. Objection denied.
I retract that
Overruled.
statement. I retract that statement, Your Honor.
Strike from
So
the record.
right. So they're driving there. Well, she's driving there, and it's like, did you miss me? And then she start crying. I'm like, was you crying this much? Was you when you was in the car with your mama?
No. Was you crying when you left your baby?
True. And I'm like, am I missing something? Like, what am I missing? I was hoping y'all could tell me what I'm missing here, because I'm not, because I don't think that, honestly, neither one of them are trying. But I'm like, I mean, I understand her emotions, but I mean, you was just in Colombia as far as we know last week. So what am I missing here? But anyways, they get to their destination. I guess was it a campsite or camp? Where were they? Anybody know?
I thought there was like a bed and
Like
breakfast or something.
bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, it didn't look like I mean, it could be a staycation, but I mean, it's like you could have did that at the house because the little boy should still be with grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Well, I mean, I guess Cara, she got a little comfortable once they sat down at the bar or whatever. She's making those little flirty jokes. Was Cara getting a little saucy?
Mm-hmm. She was trying it.
She was trying to get her son. She said, "It's been a man."
Right.
I'm laughing at the dogs. You got- Don't move them. No,
Always come.
though. It's that
Oh,
the little
they jealous
uh, of what you?
each other. I can't touch one without the other.
Oh,
Mm.
so anyways, Cara was saucy and she was making like the flirty jokes, but it didn't last long. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
If you're going to try to make it work, I know you have to talk through your issues, but a little bit at the time, right? A little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Everything at the table right now because apparently, things don't work out. And I mean, word on the curb is he didn't cheat, she did. So why she cry?
Exactly.
Right.
Because she caught.
Cause when somebody cheat, she probably cheated hoping that he cheated too. So then it will be like, oh, I only did it because you did it. But then he like,
Mm-hmm.
I never cheated on you. Uh oh.
I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh. Like
I
who
don't.
cares? Like how long y'all been broke? Y'all wasn't even broke up that long to be cheating.
But let me say this though. I mean, their section was like is a snooze fest to me, like Tigerlilly and Adnan. But let me say, I think they're an attractive couple, or even individually. I didn't realize that she was like 6, 7 years older than him too.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
older than he is.
Yeah. So I mean, he's still in his 20s. So maybe he does have a little bit more growing up to do, even though they have a baby together. Maybe he's just not there yet on a certain level, you know what I'm saying? Intellectually, where she already
Mm-hmm.
is. Because I mean, it still holds true. Mature faster than men, period. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he's just not there yet. I don't know. But there was a little snooze fest to me. So hopefully next week when we see her crying and maybe she admits to whatever, he missed to whatever, their story will pick up, or they can just like move to the left. Because
Right. Tired of them.
what are
Tired
they
of all these people, actually.
giving? What are they giving? Did you have anything else to say about that, Devontae? I know you don't, Tamika.
Oh, that's all I got.
All right. So here we go with technically it's Gino Jasmine, but it was really Jasmine and Matt. Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
shade, the audacity, the nerve, all the above
All
with
the
Matt
above.
saying what he said and then took her ring off.
Oh, you got your nerve.
And
Matt,
she let him.
Matt,
She
Matt.
let him. Why is Matt acting like he's 21? He's acting like real young adult, not teenage, but young adolescent.
Right over her, but I mean,
Yeah.
okay, I ain't from Michigan, so is it not a lot of Hispanics there?
No, it is a lot of Hispanics here. Yeah.
Okay, So what's so why he just so pressed on her? Get you one that got some common sense, that got something going on. You getting
Yeah.
another bill.
You said another bit.
Basically.
First, where were they in Michigan, Miss
This
Tamika?
place called Frankenmuth. It's like
Was it?
it's a town. It's actually really pretty. They have this place in there, Frankenmuth, called Bronner's, which is like Christmas all year round, and then they sell like Christmas stuff. They have this place called Zinders. They have like really good chicken. It's like a almost remind you of like Oktoberfest all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a really nice like getaway town. To
Okay.
like get away for a weekend or something. It's real nice.
So that's like a truly like a staycation bed and breakfast kind of.
Yes.
Because it was giving that energy. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
so
real nice.
but at the same time didn't look like her cousins be hanging out there all the time either.
In the they do in the summer. It's not a lot of us out there, but it's a
Okay.
few that go. Because then there's an outlet mall that's like 45 minutes away in Saginaw.
Okay. So like the town did look cute and everything. And again, back to Matt taking her ring off. But then why you want to be with somebody? Of course, we're not supposed to know she's pregnant, had the baby. This is all before this. So like take it out your mind thinking about it. But why you want to be with somebody who's constantly crying and mourning her relationship over her husband?
Right.
Why would you
Yeah,
want that?
she's
You
not
confessing,
emotionally available.
right, and you confessing your love. First of all, you setting yourself up to be the rebound. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, you
You're
are
gonna
rebound.
even if she give you a chance, at the end of the day, you begged and pleaded
Mm-hmm.
For her to stop thinking about Gino. No matter what you could say about Gino, Gino got one up on you because if you so-called took my girl, why my girl sitting here crying about me to you the whole time?
Right.
Right. Okay,
And
You
is
trying
it
to confess your love, and every time you talk about, oh man, I can really take care of you. Oh, if Gino would just like you, how many hits you need to, man,
right.
like, dude.
Cynthia says Frankenmuth near Flint. I've been there a lot of times. Okay, cool.
yeah,
But
if Gino said I want this marriage back, Jasmine will leave and go back to him probably.
Right, and then you gonna be sitting there looking dumb. You invested
Mm-hmm.
in paying all her. I ain't paying that. Well, you can stay here,
Right.
but
right,
I ain't pay. Hey, you gonna what you gonna get you a job? You know, I don't know what you could do under the table, but hey,
right.
Yeah.
do something.
Matt's new
What
name.
do Panamonians do? Make money on the low low.
Mm,
I just can't get past him like every week. To me, this iced the cake for me of like, I know Gino and Matt have a quote unquote pissing contest, but this would be the time for Gino to really like speak his mind this time around. You know what I'm saying? And he would be right to do so. You know what I'm saying? Because
mm-hmm.
he took my ring off and said he wanted to be with me and to leave this in the past, Gino. But I really love you.
Right.
That's men do. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah,
Yeah.
Matt to me is a slime ball for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, not.
He reminds me of the song "Ain't Too Proud to Beg."
No.
I'm sure there's other songs we could think
I'm
of
sure.
besides
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Temptations.
'Cause he ain't too proud to beg. He begging.
Like around the big now. Oh wow. I guess. Anything else with them? No.
I mean, the carriage ride was nice and stuff. You know,
Oh
I
yeah, they got a
did.
lot of carriage rides out there. It's pretty.
It was cool. It just was. I just want Jazz need to get the hint too. Talking about you want Gino. It's over.
Yeah,
It's over. It's
it's
over.
definitely over. Yeah.
Like you went against the agreement. Now that I agree that you can have your little fun every now and then, and that was cool. But now you living with your side? Nah. You could have
Yeah.
went
Mm-hmm.
and got a hotel. Something you want to go stay with Matt. Y'all playing house now.
And then
Exactly.
they both try to act like it's not really going on. Like
Right.
it's
In the
going
middle of the night, y'all okay, we talking about Gino now. What's happening every night? We cuddling or are we in our own space? What's the living arrangement here?
Mm-hmm.
Because if y'all sleeping in the same bed, you're not trying to work nothing
You
out
know
with
they're
your
sleeping in
husband.
the same bed. She ain't sleeping on nobody's couch.
now.
I know he got a house, don't he? He ain't got no one bed. Well, I guess they do make one bedroom houses, but ain't that rare?
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, let's move to see this whole episode was pretty much the Twilight Zone for me.
I'm gonna
Because
keep changing my Gino hats.
that's cool. Darcy and Georgie. Look, you know what? Where do I begin?
It's
Where
like let's begin and end.
I got to talk about a little bit for the people
No,
watching.
I know.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay, it took me a minute. Um, so out of all her 5 pieces of luggage she brought, not one luggage has a nice pair of jeans, a nice t-shirt,
No.
blouse, a nice pair of flat shoes or walking shoes or tennis shoes. Not one. She didn't pack not one. Not even designer. Not because she's into
Mm-mm.
clothes and all that. Not one
Not one.
suitcase. So she really think that she's gonna walk around this whole town looking like
Mm-hmm.
she's walking a runway the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Come on.
Knowing they just said that's not how women dress here.
She don't care.
You know what I'm saying? If you go away somewhere, staycation, or you leave your city to go somewhere, wherever you're going, you have a nice pair of this and a nicer pair of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you might have a nicer dinner or lunch, brunch, whatever, and then something else can be casual, whatever. So she didn't bring not one. I mean, if she don't look like Boo Boo the damn fool, Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like she came out with leather pants, a bustier, a leather jacket, a glittery silver crossbody. I don't know if y'all saw that purse on her arm, and a big old bag. And she knew she was going hiking, hunting.
Ridiculous.
I would have been so embarrassed.
Ridiculous.
You
You know,
wonder why you sinking in the ground, fool. You got on heels. What?
I would have
And
been
then
like,
we
you know
trying
what,
to
Dad?
hunt.
Yeah, go ahead and invite your friends because we just gonna stay home or we'll go to the city. I wouldn't even have
Right.
went. I
She should
wouldn't
have
have.
stayed there with his mom.
She should have.
Why is you going with them? That's a man thing. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
about to be hunting no boys. Like he ain't seen his dad in years. They need to catch up. Where you
Yeah.
been at, son? Why'd you leave? There's some conversation to be had. And this whole episode couldn't help but keep staring at her. I was like, oh my God. Her
You know what?
head
You know
is
what, Devontae?
so huge.
Let me. I have to cut you off. I have to say this every time. See, you said what you said, but literally, every time I see Darcy, I think about your comment. And I try to put you on the spot when she was on the bed. And I was like, what did he see in her? Because she looked
Laying
crazy.
down.
Because
She
you only
don't
had
look
one
as
thing on your mind. That's why.
but I'm telling
Oh, that's
y'all,
what you were saying.
she
This was
looked
in her
different
face. She's like, oh, she looked pretty good laying down.
Mm.
laying down. I guess like everything, all the surgeries add up when laying down. But when
Ha
she
ha ha.
stand up, it's just like
Yeah, okay. Keep
Ooh.
telling yourself that. Like I said, she looked exactly the same. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, they went anyways, but didn't Georgie say that his dad was like former police or whatever it is over there?
Mm-hmm.
He was looking at her up and down. I promise you I would have been so embarrassed I wouldn't have went, but they went anyways. And why she tell the story like her going hiking in the Appalachian Mountains and almost got lost?
She didn't. She
And
didn't.
I
She
know she
just
didn't.
saying that so she could say Appalachian, so she could sound smart.
But who she saying that for? Georgie? Because he's the only one that knows no English.
She's saying that for the people.
So, but
She said it like 3 times.
But I will say it was funny. Now I did laugh at one part where the dad translated like, oh, the hound, you look like what the hound dogs will come after you, or whatever. She's like, rawr.
oh yeah, I was weak when she did that. I was like,
I'm like, okay, rawr.
Right.
In the woods. That's
but
not
I
Right.
can give Darcy this. She is fun and open. He is really closed off. Like she's not a bad person. Like
Mhm.
I can give her that. Past the surgery, she couldn't toe up her face and everything goes, other than laying down. But
Mm-hmm.
everything else, I mean, he got the most doable relationship almost.
No, I think Darcy is overly emotional because she doesn't know what's going on with Georgie. And I think that because she knows she's the cougar, and since she don't know what he's doing, I think she's very insecure. So I don't think they have it as open as, in my opinion, I don't think it's as open as she tries to
Yeah,
pretend.
I think she a little jealous because she older and insecure. Like you said, she older because as soon as he do something or look at somebody, oh, you want that young girl? Like, first of all, man, we ain't about to be doing this. I'm be younger than you, our whole relationship.
Right. The whole
So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
just because I like you as a cougar, that don't mean I ain't gonna look at nobody that's young. Like, oh, that's all you look at is young women. And these other women is dressing their age. They ain't out here well looking
Exactly.
like you.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that 50-year-olds can't look good, but they ain't out here like you, Darcy. You should name that mini skirt, legs showing.
there's a time
No.
for that. Even if you have the body yaddy to do it, I think Darcy does overkill because you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to look skimpy after a certain age. But whether people like I could wear what I want. Yeah, you can wear what you want. However, read the room. And this particular instance so far, she hadn't read the room. And then when they do go out hiking, why are your shoes not tied?
Then you talking
That's
about, oh
why
my
you
God,
have
something in my shoes.
something. I wonder why. Hello.
Crazy.
And
Like
then you
you
supposed to
asking
be
for your foot to get sprained.
right. And then y'all hunting for boars. Animals can hear. You up there?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? See what? Your shit.
I was like, who's got the pow? I mean, unless Dad must be really skilled, because all he had was a knife. He must be
Grab you,
really.
Georgie. She like, oh my God. I wanted to see them catch one on TV. Like, you said
Hilarious.
it.
No, they
Yeah,
probably won't because people gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
complaining.
yeah. Peter would be on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
But yeah, the what and seeing the little poop and stuff that wasn't unnecessary scene with the conversation too. But anyways, that's enough of them. Anybody have anything else to say? No.
I mean, I was just with her like when they was laying in the bed. I mean, he need to open up, dude. You ain't telling her nothing. Like, I understand, but he did say something big. He said, like, I don't know if y'all caught it when he was like, "Yeah, I can't tell you nothing because you just go crazy with it." He was like, "But you take just like my mom." And I was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is.
Mm,
Okay." So your
mm-hmm.
mama go from zero to a million bazillion, and that's why you don't want to tell her nothing because once you do that, she get to going and trying to take over. Okay, so he probably dealing with the same thing, old girl and the parents that's surprised them dealing with, but in a different way.
He did say that, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, to me, this trip is not the place to be talking about our problems.
Right.
We're here to see
Yeah,
your family because you haven't been here in so many years to reconnect, for you to see my hometown, for you to meet my family. But we're not here to talk about the deep stuff. They could have did that at the hotel before they came to mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's cool to
Yeah,
me.
that's what she should have stayed back and then
Yeah.
could have a conversation. So tell me more a little bit about Georgie because he don't tell me nothing. I don't know what he do. I don't know what how can I get to him? Has he it's been secretive? Like that's what you should have stayed back instead of you out here bored hunting trying to be just all up under Georgie. But I do understand like you probably ain't really comfortable with just them with them by yourself. But
Uh-huh.
like
Well, she could have learned how to make that bread from last week because, like I said, that bread looked good.
Exactly.
that bread looked good, didn't it?
It did. All right. Let's move to Brandon and Julia. Who's got music playing?
So my phone ring, it ain't mine.
Oh, not putting nobody on Front Street. But so Brandon and Julia. So Julia's making breakfast for her parents, talking about what happened with Brandon. Okay, because last week we saw Brandon and his family, his mom and dad, get upset at Julia because she was tired and was like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, I agree with that, right? So Brandon decided he was leaving with his mom and them too. Once again, don't be embarrassing me in front of my family that just got here. Don't do that. We could have talked about this. Brandon already knows how his mom is.
Mm-hmm.
He already knows how the relationship with his mom and Julia, which is this another subject. So Brandon, to me, could have bit the bullet and let his mom and dad go and then come back tomorrow or whatever, right? But Brandon
Right.
decided to go. Now Julia has to have a safe-face conversation with her mom and dad because they probably think everything is all roses and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
For
And
the
it
most
ain't.
part. And it's not. So, but let me say something because we're foodies here. So Julia's cooking American breakfast. I'm like, girl, where the toast? Where the pancakes? Where the rest of the breakfast? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you had sausage, the frozen sausage, and the eggs, but I'm like, where the rest of the stuff at?
She trying.
All right,
Okay.
you should have gave them some of them Pillsbury
Or
Doughboy biscuits.
yeah,
They're
or
like, what is
struggling.
this? Layers, baby.
Right.
Biscuits
But
got layers.
right, so like I said, her mother. So if Brandon wants to know what Julia's gonna look like, look at her mom because she's a twin of her mother, right? I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying she just looks like her mom. But
Right.
the mom is definitely on her daughter's side. Like Brandon shouldn't have left, and the parents think it's their fault. Like, did he leave because of us? See, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. So, little do they know, this is going to live in Julia's mind. So whenever Brandon and Julia have any arguments coming up later, it's going to be like, oh, my parents think, because watch and see what I tell you. They think it's their fault that you left. But so Brandon come back in the door. I'm like, Brandon, did you shower? Because it looked like you didn't take no clothes with you.
He didn't come back with them same yesterday's clothes on.
And he reminds me of, like, since we bring up ain't too proud to beg. He bring up like the old school movie Dazed and Confused. He always be looking dazed and confused.
Yeah.
As if he don't know what's going
like
on.
Like he ain't got a clue.
Yeah, he's definitely putting on. He know exactly what's going on, right? So, he's trying to smile. Well, he's not even smiling. He just come in the house like, hey, how you doing? I was like, you could do better than that. But
right.
again, it's me.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Go ahead, Devontae.
I'm just trying to figure out why you left your house. I ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Hey, me and my wife get into it. It's even if this was a 1 bedroom. Where I'm going? I look like going to school. I got somewhere to stay.
He was going with his mom. His mom was upset. He didn't care if his wife was upset.
That's his problem.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Exactly, that is the problem. He had, those little tot-alongs that the mama or the daddy have, the little wristlet thing, and then they got the little thing for the baby, and so that they don't get lost.
Yeah.
That's what Brandon has with his mama. I don't want to say he's still on her nipply, but I'm just saying he got a little tot-along. And every time, wherever she go, he go.
I saw this picture, and I was gonna send it to y'all, but I'm like, nah, just talk about it. I saw this picture on Instagram. You may have seen it, because we know Julia. Because now this has to play out too. Because like you said last week, Devontae, like these people need NDAs. Like we already know about all the babies, and now she's about to have a baby probably later this year, because she's definitely in her 3rd trimester. She's about to pop. But it was a picture on Instagram with a ultrasound photo. And you know how you can see the baby's face is now clear with the 4K? It had Betty's picture. It had the baby and the Betty's picture.
It had what?
Betty's picture and the baby body. That was funny to me. I was like, oh my gosh. But now, she's got it. Like I said, Julie's got a safe. Yes, Cynthia says he is a true mama's boy for sure. She's got a safe face. Now she got to be like, I'm solidarity with my husband. But at the same time, now she got to go back to the appointment to find out if she can or can't have babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The stress of all this. Like,
yeah.
You probably already had the appointment. So if you push it back, you got to wait weeks to get in depending on the doctor, right? So now she got to go and act like she's happy about doing this. So she finds out that she's got growth and they could clean it out and stuff like that. And she gets upset because, she's never been under surgery, anesthesia. I get it. It's scary.
It's very scary.
It's very scary. Okay. I hope I don't have to have that anytime soon. Very, very scary. So I get that. But here go Brandon again. Like his face is just like RBF. True RBF. He's like, well, we got.
Yeah, he's not empathetic to that. And that's something very serious.
Very. So, Julie wants to stop to talk first before they get back home, because she don't want to put the added stress to her parents, things like that. I get it. And when they're talking, and I'm like, Brandon, show her some compassion. Show her something.
A little bit.
That's what I don't like. I'm like, you can't be that mad about her not wanting your mom and like, what is really going on? What do you think, Devontae, from a male point of view? What do you think Brandon may or may not be thinking?
Oh, in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
Are we at the hospital?
Are we
talking in general? I'm sorry.
In general.
I mean, I just feel like you shouldn't. As a man, you are making a first impression on her parents. I mean, you already married her, but like, you could have sucked that up. Like, at the end of the day, just tell your mama and them, chill.
Right.
Why did y'all? I would have pulled them to the side like, mama.
He's afraid.
But you got to pull your mama to the side when you was a boy. Sometimes you got mama. This is the woman that I chose. This is my woman now. You
Yeah.
Please
making
don't
my
do that.
house a living hell. Keep popping up here. You want me to be happy, right? I'm happy with her. So quit making her angry because then it's you affecting me. Just stop. I don't
Hmm.
mind y'all coming to visit, but I told y'all, though, y'all can't be. I don't live alone no more. That popping up stuff is dead. You have to respect that I have somebody else in the house. It's not just my house.
Well, what do you think about the this the once you go to the appointment and then after the appointment too?
I mean,
Like,
I just understand her fears on that, but like, do y'all think y'all should be having a kid right now? I don't think y'all should be having a kid right now. Y'all need to focus on what's the rush. Y'all still young. Y'all not old. Even if y'all was, people are having babies in their 40s and stuff right now. Why y'all so pressed to have a baby right now? You didn't even have enough money to dig up that hole in the backyard. You had to go out there yourself.
you know, I just that's true. You want to root for people. You know what I'm saying? You do
Yeah.
want to root for people. But I have to say, I know she's pregnant now, and I don't want to say she's stuck now, but she's definitely committed for quite a long time now that they're going to have a baby.
Oh yeah.
I just don't think they're the right match.
Yeah, but why are y'all trying to have a baby? Like, what is you? Okay, you in America now. You don't want to do nothing. You came up here just to have a baby and have two German shepherds. That's it.
I don't.
Hmm.
You ain't coming to further your education, build a career. I don't know, do something. What are
I
you
don't.
just doing? Waiting on him all day, watching TV?
I don't know. And this
Where's
just
your friends?
right. This just I'm not just saying this from this season that they're on. I'm actually thinking about their original season and the things we know up till now. They just didn't seem like they just don't seem like they've grown any. They just seem like they're
Mm-mm.
still
They're
two ships
stagnant.
exactly. Two ships in the night. So Cynthia, you say I think Betty is putting pressure on Brandon to give her emphasis on her a grandchild. Oh my
Yeah, that
gosh.
could be true too.
I want to see the baby shower.
Betty
I
shower.
mean, but
Yeah.
I don't
So,
feel
but
like my
anyways, all
mom
right.
can put
Let's
pressure on me to give her no
the baby shower. Yeah.
grandchild. I mean, you could keep saying like, "Well, I'm gonna have a grandbaby." We ain't gonna go have another baby and leave me alone. You want a baby so bad? You keep on trying to bring that over here. I like coming home doing what I'm doing. You want a baby so bad? I don't know. Go volunteer somewhere. But you ain't about to keep pressing me about having no baby. We gonna have it when we have it, mama.
Hmm.
Now quit
Well,
pressing me. And especially why you didn't tell her. Like, the girl going through whatever she going through with the doctor stuff, mom. Have some compassion as a woman. Have some compassion.
I don't think they know.
I don't think the mom knows. They
I don't
don't
think they
know.
know.
Well, I would have told my mom. Eventually, like, I know you ain't supposed to tell her, but look, my mom, stop
You
pressuring
know,
her. You
selective
don't
hearing.
know this.
No, so Brandon to me has selective conversation when things don't go his way.
Hmm.
Just like selective hearing, he has selective conversation. I mean, it's not their business to know, but I think if maybe the mom did know, maybe she wouldn't be as uh mm,
Pestering.
I don't want to call her nasty because she's not nasty. I mean, I can see where she tries to
Overbearing.
there you go, overbearing. She tries to do things, to seem like, oh, I'm the best mother-in-law, but it's very overbearing. That's the word. She's
Yeah, she just need
over.
to pull it back. Y'all don't have that relationship. That's what you
Yeah.
doing. I think she did like rollover minutes. She done rolled over her relationship with Brandon onto her, and this girl ain't like that. Like Brandon used to you invading his space, coming popping up. At this point, he just used
Hmm.
to it because you was mama. But now
Well, you
she
know
here.
what?
She like, whoa.
Excuse me. You know what? Light bulb just went off. Maybe that's why Brandon wanted to find somebody on the 90-day franchise. Maybe the women or whoever he was with before he got with Julia, maybe Betty ran them all off. Maybe he thinks if he got
Probably
somebody
did.
from
I
somewhere
can
else, maybe
believe it.
more accepting.
Yeah, I can
Imagine
believe
you
it.
having a girl spending the night or whatever, or y'all getting cozy. Then your mom walking, hey, I brought some. I brought some. I brought some of Betty's lemon pie.
Oh yeah, Betty would do that. I can see. I mean, if she got mad because her family wanted to come and stay in the extra room, and Betty's like, "That's my room." Oh yeah, Betty would do that. They planned on
Exactly.
staying last week too, so she definitely would do that. I don't put it past her
She probably,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the mama run everything. Like she
for
one of
sure.
them ones that run the husband. Like he gonna do what she say, you know.
Henpecked. They're all henpecked.
Yeah, handpicked. Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
And she got
Easily.
everybody under her. And the girl, she the only one like, y'all not seeing this? That your
No,
mama's
they don't see it.
crazy.
They don't see it.
Like,
They don't see it.
I was like crazy. She's good. She gives me everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mom retired, but keep on making the hour trip up here every day like she ain't got nothing to do.
You know what? And then we're gonna move on. But Betty gives uh low-key lifetime movie with my air quotation. She gives no,
Mm-hmm.
seriously, with the whole family. Like, oh, you don't want to do what I do? Yeah, one by one, you
All right,
know,
the mother who kills
somebody missed.
Lester Holt, Dateline.
All right, so let's move on to the big event. You got Yara's event featuring Elizabeth, Andrei, Loren, Alexi, and an appearance by Jovi's mom, Gwen. But before
I mess.
Yeah.
before I jump into that, did y'all notice that we'll get to it later on? But when Jovi's brings his mom Gwen, that she didn't speak to nobody. She just came in. She didn't even speak to Yara. She looked at her and hugged and talked to everybody else. I said, the nerve.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Oh, that is her daughter-in-law.
Yara,
So Liz. Y'all
yeah,
is the person who was throwing the event, right?
yeah,
Right.
didn't speak
Okay.
to her at all. Didn't even look in her direction. The only when they took that picture, and she was standing on the opposite side anyways, and she had that little RBF smile. I said, girl, you didn't have to come for real. You didn't want to. You could say no. Anyways, so Jovi and Yara are out at the park trying to get people to come to their, well, really Yara's event for the dog couture, the what do you call that stuff? When you doggy backpacks and stuff like that, but just high
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. High-end dog wear.
Apparel.
Okay. So, they're doing all that. And I'm like, you still giving out flyers?
The day before.
Yeah, the day before your event. Okay.
And if you ain't have no help, why you wasn't there at least an hour and a half or something early? Like you
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
didn't have first of all, you looked at the space. You didn't have any type of vision of what you was gonna do. And then
Exactly.
she was just a bad
She was all
salesman.
over the
First of
place.
all, you should have did a mini showing with your friends. Should have had a
Right.
couple friends over some
First.
Yep.
cocktails, show some stuff, and then your friends could have been like, "Hey, don't say this. I don't think that one's gonna sell because, like the lady said, why is you giving me a little carry for my dog with fur in it, and we in Florida?
Right.
Exactly.
That's like having that in Vegas. That don't make no that dog."
I wonder what's her website.
I didn't even catch it. I didn't catch.
Did
But
we
let
not
me
wait
Moo.
let me say this. We are going back down to regular temperatures. Is I think it's only like 90 degrees today down here. What?
They
That's
said nine.
nice.
They said
That's
90 degrees
nice.
regular
That's
temperature.
it is. That's
We
nice.
at
Mm-hmm.
regular temperature right now at a cool 77. You could barbecue, it ain't too hot, and you can sit outside.
Well, it was
Ain't
80 degrees this morning, but I'm just saying by the time it hits like October, November, then we'll be like in the 80s and then like 70s, 60s in December. So we're going backwards. So that's how I know the weather's changing.
okay.
Let me live my desert life, okay?
All right, yeah. Y'all backwards out there.
No, we're back, but still. But anyways, like you said, yeah, she should have had help. But Jovi said that no, she said he was getting his mom from the airport. So she
Mhm.
didn't have help, but still, like you said, you should have like a mini, before the grand opening with your friends first, and then do a bigger venue when you had help, you had time, you'd set up and people to help you set up, right? Not just random people there and they looking at you, you looking at them, and hey, you know, you really don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? But in comes Loren first. Alexi comes a little bit later. So she asked Loren to help her. I said, girl, you don't want that. I said, because you do remember those advertising pictures, don't you?
Some pictures was horrible. Right.
Because Loren don't
That's
have no.
why she kept moving everything. Loren do something, she move it.
Would you say, Cynthia, Texas has the same weather? You miss Michigan. Oh, okay.
Come on back.
She probably don't want to be in the snow. You
It ain't-
snowbird. Y'all, people don't. The snow is pretty to look at. That's about it. Okay. But anyways. Oh, do I need to mute my mic? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Be like, okay, girl. So anyway, so she's helping her with everything. Here comes Andrei shortly after. So, you know, it looked like there was people coming from the park or whatever. You know, they paid those people to come, right? So then here comes Elizabeth and Andrei. You already know. Maybe not necessarily Elizabeth, but Andrei, you could kind of tell something's already going to pop off because that's his personalities. Oh, Cynthia says her kids won't move back. So why is Loren and Alex standing to the right or wherever they are talking about, oh, there's Elizabeth and Andrei? Because I don't know who saw who, or maybe they were pretending they didn't see each other, but they're speaking to, you know, Yara and stuff like that. But then, you know, here comes Loren go, oh, hey, I didn't see you walk in. I said, see, that right there is a big friend. If you was real friend, you wouldn't even have to make up that lie. You just be like, hey, how you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like that? I didn't see you walk in when you talking smack with your husband over there to the right. But it backfired, didn't it? Because in production, Elizabeth said, you know what? I need to talk to Loren because I heard that you said that I said that you said that I said about my man. Oh, no, I'm not having this, right? So Elizabeth and Loren go sit down. Now, this is where, you know, Loren, I think when she gets stressed, that's when her health condition acts up. Because Loren was in full tick mode with her Tourette syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Liz was like,
I
you know,
forgot she had Tourette's.
yeah. She goes, I heard this about you, girl. You know, you said that, you know, my husband was this and that, this and that. Loren was like, I didn't say that. Who told you that? When Elizabeth said Yara, in the words of Funky Dineva, I fell dead to the bed. I said, not Yara. I said, so nobody can like keep anything to themselves. But then again, I did think that, you know, Yara did say that she's not good at keeping secrets. But this to me isn't a secret. This is a conversation we all had. So in turn, Elizabeth is checking Loren, and Loren is still trying to lie. She goes, no. I wouldn't say that he was a bad person. Now, I would say he was a D, but I would never use those words. I said, shut up. Whether you said that or not, the overall conversation is that's what you said. And you said it. So who was in the right here in this conversation, Elizabeth or Loren, before we get to Elizabeth telling her husband what happened? What y'all think?
Well, first of all, that wasn't the place to do it at somebody's event.
But
They've been watching the Housewives too much.
Karma comes back around. Karma came back around. It happened at the housewarming. Now it's going to happen at every event that they're at, in my opinion. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't the place. And then, but yeah, Elizabeth definitely should have said something about, you know, why you talking about my husband? But that goes to the fact that why you say something to that girl that was yelling at your husband?
True.
You know, so you gotta take all of them. Go up on all of them.
Now, what do you think? Go ahead.
I mean, I just think she was messy. Well, first of all, they all messy now. Look,
Yeah, they always saying
we,
stuff.
we in a friend group. Everybody talk about everybody in a sense in the friend group, but you know, like what friend who gonna tell what. So you already know ain't no loyalty in this group because y'all all talking about each other to each other. So at this point, y'all might as well just be honest with them. I mean, about her, I think she wasn't mad about him calling him the D word. I think she was more mad about him saying like he's a horrible person, a horrible human being, stuff like that.
But
Especially knowing the dirt.
that's true. But here's my thing. This is my logic on it. If you find out you have a friend, so
Hmm.
let me rephrase it different. So if you're at having dinner or whatever with
Hmm.
this group of friends, but this friend and their spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, can't make it, and then someone in this group is talking smack about them, then you already know
Mm-hmm.
you can't trust them to say about anything. So why would you say anything that you know is going to get out? Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Yeah. Right.
So if the friend group is just Yara, Jovi, Lori, Loren and Alex, just y'all, you know who said it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can't trust Yara either. But Yara told you what was up or whatever. But then I'm gonna skip past Jovi, like I said, arriving and his mom and all the other stuff. But I did notice his mom was only talking to Andrei. So then after the conversation, Elizabeth goes to talk to Andrei. Now, to me, did it seem like, because I'm like, when did Elizabeth start drinking some drinks? Because she was acting like Cara, because she sounded like she was a little sauced up too, because once she got back to her husband, that's when she started capping for real. She was like, they said that, you know what I mean? She was like going on.
Got some
And
liquid
I
he,
ain't gonna lie.
courage.
I'd walk
right.
away from her. I'm like, act
Like
like
And
you
then
you all
not
Lauren,
tough.
you not
You act
scary
like,
at all.
yeah, you complain. Yeah, I complained about my husband to you. That's what we just do. But your
Right.
husband, my husband don't do what I'm telling you in front of everybody. Your husband doing that in front of everybody. Don't care how that make you look. It's different from treating you like that behind the closed door. He doing that in front of anybody. And that's the problem. That's what you don't understand. He rub everybody the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And you
yeah.
try to blame it on him. Oh, because he's a European. Okay, well, he ain't in Europe no more. This ain't how we roll out here. He need to get it together.
No.
He
Well,
ain't
that
got to
no,
come at everybody like that.
Right.
Alex is also Eastern European too. They have different
Mm-hmm.
personalities, but I thought it was funny when now Lauren, now if she thought she was terrified sitting next to across from Elizabeth, but when she was back there with those strangers that came to the function, biting her nails and googly eye and all that stuff, I was like, Lauren, you all right back there, girl? Because that's when Andrei came up to talk to. I mean, Alex came up to Andrei. Was like, he was repeating. It's like he said the same thing. I don't really say stuff like that. Now, did I call you a D? Yeah, I said, did y'all rehearse this? Did y'all? Because it sounds like the same conversation. So
I
when Liz was
believe him though, cause he be over it. He's just like, look, man, I don't, he's a D, but I mean, that's her husband. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
now, when Elizabeth was like, I've known you for 5 years. We don't say stuff like that. We talk amongst ourselves, but you say stuff to her like you body shame her, you this, you that. I
So
mean,
you
he
know you
might.
can't say stuff to people because you saying it back in anger.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
she just exposed. Well, that makes sense now. See, that make everything full circle now. Cause I'm like, why she so pressed to get her body done? I'm like, if you up, see, that's what make it all confusing. You didn't want her to get her body done, but you shaming
Mm-hmm.
her about how she looked, and then she going to get her body done, and you bad. See, they ain't set it up like that last time. So if Alexi or Alex, whatever his name is, if he
Uh-huh.
if he doing all that, especially after she had his kids, then she
Uh-huh.
have them like back to back.
Back to back. Like they're like maybe 15 months, like a year and 3 months apart. Like,
Right. Like you ain't got no reason. Obviously you love that body because you put another baby in it real quick.
Exactly.
well, let me say this.
Exactly.
Let me say this. Now, word on the curb is that's true. He did body shame her, which is the reason why she had two mommy makeovers. Two. One we saw on camera and one
Mm-hmm.
after to tighten up. Okay. Because remember, we were like, where are they going to pull the fat from? Because she wanted some breasts. We're like, she don't have none. Right. So she has body dysmorphia. And on top of that, I remember this personally about when they had their first son, that the Alex wanted to have babies back to back because he wanted to have babies before they were I think it was like 35. And at the time they were like 30. So boom, 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 because they didn't want to be older parents.
Y'all still gonna be old. What you mean?
Right.
Well, starting for your first one, because some people, say they don't want to have one at 40. But you know what? If I can go back, I wouldn't have been 40 with my first one if I could help it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have my first one, like I said, I'm 20 years older than my son, but only by like 6 months. Okay. I probably would have waited if I could till I was like 35 for my first.
All right, that make more
What I
sense.
know
But I'm
now,
just like
from what I know now,
35 to 40 ain't nothing. You gonna be the same old person. You gonna be 5 years younger than by the after you get a certain age. You just oh well.
Yeah, because I mean, once you live and unless you have as a woman health issues where you might have to have them now and maybe freeze your eggs, whatever. But I didn't have that issue then. But I would have waited because I know now that if I could have did my career and got established or whatever, you'd be a much more further advanced. But of course, you get to know these things in advance. But I would have waited if I could. And that, gosh, for me saying that would have been at least another 15 years. So I still would have me some teenagers right now. And both of mine, well, millennial will be 30 next year. So both of mine be over 30. And I'm just in my 50s now. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool because, I'm still considered young. But I mean, knowing what you know now, it's a different story. So for people who have babies later in life, I commend them. If you're able to wait or feel like you're just not ready, then that's perfect. There's what's the rush, honestly? But that's what it was for them. So, and then, what Elizabeth said about Andrei, I believe, because if it came from Loren and like I said, we saw what we saw, I believe it. I do. She's already thin. And what she say? He said, he wants her to look more like more dressed up and less like a mom when he comes home from work.
Right.
I believe it. But anyways, that was it. That was it. Now
I'm ready for it to be over.
Next Monday is when the new show begins. I personally want to know the story about the lady who got on the pirate ship because I want to know what he told you to think that was a good idea.
Right. Exactly.
So that starts next week. But we're back to Thursday is Love or Life After Lockup. You still watching? Are you caught up?
I watched it.
Okay. So if you're able to join, I'll be on Thursday. We won't be on. We'll try to keep that live. Love After Lockup. About 30 minutes. That's kickoff of the NFL season. We got to watch our sports around here. So it's
exactly
30 minutes. So any final words from anybody? And thank you to all who joined live. Thank you, Miss Cynthia, in the chat for always being in the chat for this stuff. And thank you to Tamika, Devontae, people in the bushes. Any final words?
When is the season over?
Man, I'm waiting to see Yara go off on him.
Yeah,
She
that's
just
true.
she got them together. This is not that honest conversation. What you mad about anyway? I was like, yeah, her event just pull up.
I mean, she said it, but I don't think they care.
Not at all.
Them
She's
people
the
that
tell anyway. She's the one that gave up the information. So what would they care for?
yeah, she ain't lying.
So I'm looking forward to, and then the season could go off because, like I said, Cara and Guillermo not bringing nothing. Tigerlilly, Adnan not bringing nothing.
Yeah, we already know.
We already know the Jasmine story, not bringing nothing. I don't know. I just think I want to see the wedding that or reception that Darcy's going to have. That's all I want to see. And then we'll go to the tell all because it's boring.
Right.
So, all right, y'all. Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Well, y'all
All
have
right.
a good
I'll
one.
see you. All right. Take care. Good night,
Have a
everyone.
good one.
Bye.